It is 6:30 p.m. on January 13th, 2025. We will begin with item 1A, Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me. All right. I'd like to start off the meeting by welcoming Mr. Jeff Campbell to the board. Welcome to your first meeting. We are looking forward to having you. Item 1B, approval of agenda/items for discussion.
I move that the agenda for the January 13th, 2025 regular meeting be approved.
Support. Motion by Mrs. Coleman, supported by Mrs. Shaw. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Gogoleski?
Yes.
Mrs. Coleman?
Yes.
Mr. Keller?
Yes.
Mrs. Shaw? Yes. Mr. Campbell?
Yes.
And I'm a yes, that motion passes.
It's done.
Item 1C, consent agenda.
I move that the Board of Education approves the consent agenda for the January 13th, 2025 regular meeting be approved.
Motion by Mrs. Shaw, supported by Mrs. Coleman. Any discussion on item 1C, consent agenda? Hearing none. Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Gogoleski?
Yes.
Mrs. Coleman?
Yes.
Mr. Keller?
Yes.
Mrs. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Campbell?
Yes.
And I am a yes, that motion passes. Item 1D, Superintendent's report.
Thank you. Hello, everybody in the audience. Hello, everybody watching. And again, welcome, Mr. Campbell, and welcome back, Ms. Shaw. So good to have you guys up here and on board. All right, we'll start with Village Elementary School and happenings at Village. Mr. Reck and his team.
Good evening, everybody. It's happening at Village. Thank you, first of all, for the opportunity for a couple minutes to discuss one of the cool things that's happening at Village. I have Miss Morgan Youngs with me, who is our wonderful STEM teacher at Village. And this is really her, she's the star of this show. The kids are, but Ms. Youngs approached me a while ago and about allowing our students to participate in some sort of activity around creating their own newscast. So putting it all together, Ms. Youngs on her own time, our students on their own time, created what you're about to see. It's truly part of what we do at Village, building that esprit de corps, that camaraderie, that sense of shared purpose, and this is just a small piece of that. So these are Hedgehog highlights, Ms. Youngs.
Thanks for having me today. I am not the star of the show. The kids are, they are obsessed with the Hedgehog highlights. They've taken the most ownership. They are just so involved and invested. It's all student-led, student-centered, student-created, and they just have, I only had planned to do it for one of the units on our Friday days where we kind of catch up and everything. And then it kind of just turned into more. I'm like, you know what, I guess we're doing this. They're obsessed with it, and they're doing such an amazing job. I've realized I'm a huge advocate for project-based learning, and this really is what it is. I used to teach first grade for years and years, and I just noticed that I wanted more purposeful learning. We were doing typing practice. Well, that's kind of boring. They don't want to do that. But now with this, they're creating scripts, they're researching, they're collaborating, working together, and they're just learning by doing. So This is, I don't know if anyone has seen them yet. I know Mr. Campbell maybe, and with Reagan there too, you might have seen. But students are doing this all in a week. They're coming up with their ideas together. And I mean, I give them a couple ideas. I'm saying like, we've got an assembly coming up and different things, but they're really coming up with everything. They're like, Mrs. Young's, we're doing treats for troops. And so they're coming up with a script for that. And then they're practicing and writing the script, and they're kind of working together and typing and editing. And they're doing all the filming, they're doing all the recording, they're doing the editing. So then comes along shoot day. So this is just a couple of clips that I put together that they've created in the past.
And we are back with another responsibility report, but this time we're talking about classroom expectations.
Hello, Village. Today we're here with a very special guest.
Our principal, Mr. X.
So, Mr. Eck, what is the Village Victory Circle?
Welcome, Hartland. Welcome to the Village Sportscast. I'm Mitchell.
I'm Macklin.
And I'm Rowdy. Our Eagles are still front runners this week.
Breaking news. What's that I hear? Someone's trying to move their name off the naughty list. I found this in the hallway.
The competition was fierce in November. Fierce. But we can only have one winner. Drum roll, please. And the November Classroom Book Review winner is Mrs. C.
So, like I said, the kids have just taken ownership. It's become like a huge thing. It's all on their own time and also on my time. So my second graders will leave at noon. Fourth graders come in and they're missing out on their recess. So I've got boys that usually will play football outside, and they're coming in to write a script instead and to like look things up, and like it's just been incredible, and I've been really, really proud of them for just diving right in and learning new skills. I mean, they're learning things and they're not even realizing that we're researching, we're looking at things, we're typing, we're learning new words by researching things, and they've just been absolutely amazing. And I shared some, sorry, I'm really good at speaking in front of children, not so much adults, but a lot of parents